Hey, it's Huck. And I just wanted to kind of touch base with you before I go back to some of my political videos. I wanted to kind of update you on my current situation and that of my friends Dustin's. First of all, Dustin. As you will recall in my last video, I was quite distressed that Dustin had been falsely arrested and charged for possession of crack cocaine and a felony 5 offense for trying to throw it away before he was caught with it. In actuality, as I explained, this was not Dustin, but his brother who had had that run-in with the law. And Dustin and his brother were both taken into custody several weeks ago, and so I posted my video. In the meantime, I had secured Dustin an attorney. Dustin had his arraignment. He went back to court with his new attorney, but the officer wasn't able to show up, and so they rescheduled it for the 22nd, which is this Friday. In the meantime, however, his brother, who had been held under a charge of failure to appear for a previous offense and sentenced to basically 10 days, which were up on the 16th. So he was to get out on the 16th. However, on his hearing before the judge on the 16th, his brother was charged with the 2 offenses that were charged to Dustin. In other words, they finally got it right. So they charged him with possession of crack cocaine, tampering, which was, trying to get rid of it. And I believe they also charged him with falsification, which is a misdemeanor offense, I guess. But that's, by falsely giving his identity as being, in other words, he said he was Dustin instead of admitting who he was. And so, at any rate, so he was held for a $1,000 cash bond. And apparently a friend of his came up with the $1,000. And so he did get out. And he has to reappear in 60 days. So while technically Dustin still has these charges kind of hanging over his head, we have every reason to believe that his case will be discharged. He will be dismissed, and that will all take place on the 22nd, which is this Friday. So that's the good news there. Now, we don't know exactly. Dustin, of course, is already out $175 to bond him out when he was first arraigned a few weeks ago, and he won't get that money back. I don't believe. And now it's just a matter of how much money the attorney is going to charge him. So we'll see. And in other news, my health has been amazingly, consistently better. This is going on a couple of weeks now, where I have been able to do a little bit more than I normally am, and I have been able to, I'll tell you what I'm really proud of. I took my car down, about a week ago to get some work done on my exhaust system. This is the second time. I had taken it in, and the car was getting really, really loud. And they fixed what they call the flex pipe, and they charged me like $125. And, I no sooner drive it out of there, and I realized that, the car is just as loud as it was before. So it took me a week or two to finally take it back down there. And I explained to them, hey, I'm not saying that what you replaced wasn't required, but it hasn't solved the noise problem either. So they took another look while I was getting a couple of tires, which I told you about, and and they discovered that there was indeed a big crack in a pipe. And so at any rate, I took my car in there to have this service done. And it was a good, I don't know, I'm going to say 3/4 of a mile, maybe half mile, somewhere in between. And I decided that I was going to try to walk home. Now, mind you, this is the longest walk I have taken in a very long time. That wasn't inside a grocery store. And it required going up a hill. And while it took me a good half hour, because I walked slow, I made it home. And now I was able to take my mobility scooter back to pick up my car, and they helped me put the scooter in my trunk. But I was very proud of the fact that I was able to walk home. And to be honest with you, that was almost 2 weeks ago, and I'm feeling better now than I did then. So I've been able to get a little bit more done. Just the household kind of things. I can't tell you how difficult it has been for me, just to change the sheets on my bed, or heaven forbid, do something like, mopping the floor or going down to the basement to do my laundry. These are incredibly tough tasks when you can't breathe very well. And I've been able to make headway on a lot of those tasks here the last week or so. So this is good. I'm feeling better. And I don't know, I'm sure the warmer weather has helped. But at any rate, I wanted to just get this kind of out of the way so that I can prepare to do, some more political videos, for which you're more accustomed. Now, I'll be honest with you. There's just so many things going on that are disgusting and depressing. And there's no shortage of materials out there, bemoaning these. I'm finding that it's hard to stay focused in the Trump administration, because it would be nonstop videos on virtually every aspect of what Trump and his administration are doing, and that extends to several states with Republican leadership who are jumping on the bandwagon as much as possible. So I'm going to probably narrow my topics to some of the things that I would encourage you to be up in arms about. And when I say up in arms about, I literally mean, to contact the members of Congress and the Senate who represent you. First and foremost among these are the current approach in Congress among Republicans to try to completely undermine the Affordable Care Act and its guarantee of protections for those with pre-existing conditions. we've had this healthcare fight, several times, including, immediately after Trump was sworn into office. And I think they must believe that all of this chaos and all of this frustration on so many fronts has basically just, worn out the opposition. And maybe now they can get something through without the kind of, hair on fire response that they got, the first time. And so it's time for us to get our hair on fire once again. Of course, there's also the whole border issue, what they're doing with separating children, from their families. And again, I urge you to contact your representative, Democrat or Republican. And, and that's just touching the very, very tippy top of this iceberg here. So anyway, we will be talking more about those and other issues here, hopefully with my very next video, which I hope to post here within the next few days. Until then, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Have a great day.